You turn off?
Okay, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, sorry. थोड़ा कम कर ए भैया
अरे हिंदी मानो किसको
थोड़ा थोड़ा
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us in celebrating my dad's 60th birthday. I would like to say a few words about my acha, who is my role model, my inspiration, my everything. My dad, Vinod Nair, was born to an aristocratic Nair family from Manipura in Palakkad district. His family is well known as Manipura Kongo. Born to Karancheri Sethu Madhavan Nair and Kongo Sridevi Amma, he is the youngest of two siblings. His father was a military officer. He studied in many places and spoke many languages. His early education was in Pune and Chennai. After 7th grade, he studied in Goa and did his college in Kannur and Mysore. In 1972, he got his first job as a medical representative in a well-known pharmaceutical company called Sandoz, which is now known as Novartis. There were 3,000 applicants for this position, but only 3 were selected, and one among them was my father. In 1982, he came to US, and in 1987, he married my mom, Shaila.
Oh man, I missed the dance.
Their marriage is so unusual that no other person would ever do what they did. Both of them saw each other for the first time only during the wedding ceremony. In my opinion, that's crazy. But
I second that.
they are still in love and have been married for 23 and a half years. In 1990, their first bundle of joy was born, me.
Vikram, don't worry, the
And
first
in
one is never planned.
1991, Vikram was born. Both my parents were doing very well in their careers, and that's when they decided to take us to India in 2000, which nobody else in their position would have done. Taking us to India was the biggest turning point in our lives. I'm so happy that they took us to India, because now me and Vikram have the best of both worlds. It was such a beautiful experience, and has definitely shaped the people we are today. And I would like to take my kids to India so I can give them the same experience that I had. We were all having a wonderful life in India, but then my dad decided to come back to the US for the sake of me and Vikram. This is also something that I think nobody else would have done.
Especially for Vikram.
Especially during his age, coming to this country and starting from scratch is not easy. Now we are all here. Hopefully Vikram and me turn out the way he wants us to, and we are sure to make him proud. In conclusion, he's an amazing father and a wonderful and understanding husband. He's always concerned about our needs and is always there when we need him. We love you, Acha. Happy birthday.
What more can a father ask?
Okay, excuse me. Oh, I gotta go back for this. You talk.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, thanks for coming. I ended up working today, so I didn't get a chance to write a speech. But I don't have to think that much to talk about my father. He's always in my head. 24/7, 7/24.
See,
Well, my dad
using my line.
is my hero. He has all the characteristics that any great man should possess. He has everything. He's funny. He does crazy stuff like go on TV and say poops. If you didn't see that, check my Facebook, okay? And he's a very honorable man. He does stuff, he puts up with everything I throw at him. He's the only person who I never heard complain in my life, even though he's the only one who went through the most hard things in life. We went to India when I was around 7th grade, 8th grade, maybe because he wanted to make an early retirement and live in India. But as
You were
we,
in fourth.
okay, yeah. But when we went to India, he was so happy, and all of a sudden, as me and Swarupa got older and it was time to go to college and stuff, he wanted to go back. And this is a man who had a beautiful job in India. Before he got married, he had a servant, a cook, a car, a house, a motorcycle. He had everything. And he came to America with nothing. The phones looked different to him. The taxis looked different. The whole place was different. But he worked hard and he made it for himself here. And then once he saved enough money, he decided to retire in India. But when me and Swarupa got older and he decided to come back, I asked him, why would he come back? Because after working in such a high position in India, why would he come here and work in a regular place, in a regular job with no respect, just for the money? He didn't even answer me. He just came here, he brought us here, he built everything for us over here, and hopefully one day I could do the same in return. I love you, I tell you, you're the best father in the world. Does anyone else want to say anything? Any more?
That's okay, that's okay.
Mr. George? Dr. George?
I'll just say, Vinod, it's the same Vinod. I don't want to give a speech. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's the same Vinod that I started knowing about 25 years back. Maybe a few pounds thanks to Shaila's cooking and again, as the kids said, it is all true. Because unfortunately, if you try to say good things about Vinod, it would look like these are cliches, but it's really true. I always told my family, everybody, that Vinod is one of the people who have it together. He has the intellect and he has the personality and the stability, which is a very rare thing to have. And as a psychiatrist, I should know. So then he is so open, honest. I can tell you when I turned 40, I started hiding. I didn't want anybody to know about my birthdays anymore. 2 days back, he happened to call me. And he said, by the way, I'm turning 60 tomorrow, and I pretended like I had no clue. Okay, so, but he's a fantastic person. You have everything. You have a wonderful family, as I said. You took my word. The word that I wanted to say is that what more could a father ask from his children? You have a fantastic wife. The only complaint I have for Shaila is she makes all these classical South Indian dishes for breakfast every day, like you are still living in India, like in the 1950s or something. And you got to stop that and let him eat like we are, the bland cereals. That's the only request I have.
I like my cocoa peppers.
Full moons, people like you.
I'm videotaping, buddy.
Start out to 100. 100 is for ordinary folks like us. Okay, you will start out to 100. You're a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic person. And I don't exaggerate because part of it you're lucky probably, but you went with your luck and you did the thing. Now the only thing I want to wish for you, of course, good health. The second thing is lot of money. You deserve it. Mega million. I usually don't wish those things for other people. I wish it for myself. But for you, I would. Okay. So,
Dr. John, my wealth is here
and now, yeah.
and around here. I'm glad to hear from you that I'm not a crazy person. One of our friends in Rochester, he's
forgot about you. Oh my goodness. He forgot about you, buddy.
Okay. And
She's always right, Vinod.
okay. And this psychiatrist said, don't be too attached to your children because one day they'll leave you. And I can't imagine how a parent cannot be attached to them. So I didn't say anything, but I always had in my mind, oh my God, one day, I mean, they'll be gone. But I always gave them the freedom. Because when you love somebody,
Let them go.
you let them go. And if they love you, they come back to you. So it's been a good life so far, with all the ups and downs. I've had a wonderful wife by my side all along.
Yeah, she right there.
Somehow we get along. Gemini, Sagittarius. Poles apart. Poles apart. There's not one single thing we agree on. But somehow it works. Thank you, everyone.
It's all in the dosha.
The way your man's heart, right?
Excuse me, ladies.
Okay. Everyone pay attention to Karima auntie.
Oh, you over there?
That's like my second mother. I've known her since I was 3, right?
Karima Tanti.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
Hi everybody, good night. It's so good to see Vinod and Charlotte's friends and family here. Thank you all for coming on behalf of the Near family. I would like to say I have known them for over 15 years. My daughter was in their daycare. I started off as a total stranger. Now I'm Shiloh's sister. So you see, friends, family, we're all one. Andrea, I will never forget this. Andrea was the youngest in 7 or 8 kids at her daycare. And Uncle Vinod used to always, the only child he hand-fed was Andrea. And that was my heart filled. Because I knew every time my child went there, she never came home with food in her lunch dish. Never came back home. All the food was always in her stomach. And he would sit there, make sure she ate all her food. And what else does a mother want? Make sure their child eat, always clean, and get a good education. And her foundation started with
My
them.
hand hurting.
And
Get ready.
today she's in high school, ready to graduate from high school, move on to college with all of with their guidance as well as my own. So I'd like to wish Ms. Vinod as my brother happy birthday from behalf of my family, my parents, my brother. We wish you all the best, happiness forever, good health and strength, and many, many more birthdays to come. I want to come back every year from now on. Mama, to your heart, we love you very much. All of you. Thank you.
Okay, I can stop recording because my hand hurting me.